Hashtag reflect and connect. So, all week long, we've been talking about self compassion as part of the self compassion campaign. Well, today, I wanted to kind of tie everything together. So, we've been talking about how that positive self talk that plays on a loop or negative self talk that plays in a loop in your head, how that can directly affect your level of self compassion. So, we've been talking about making that self-talk as positive as possible to increase that self-compassion, because without self-compassion we're not taking care of ourselves, because self-compassion is the foundation of self-care. I know that's a lot of selves, I know there's a lot of phrases, but I've really broken it down this week to try to help myself better understand what is it that makes me tick, what is it that makes me miserable. Why am I unhappy? Why am I happy? What am I doing that directly affects how I feel inside? And why I'm so hard on myself, or why sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not. So today my goal was similar to like a gratitude list. When you're feeling unhappy, someone will tell you, well, go tell me 5 things that you're grateful for. I've done it I've done it with my wife when she's been unhappy. I've made her give me a gratitude list. She's done it to me. I've done it in recovery meetings, in groups, and it works. So I thought I'm going to apply that same principle to my self-compassion. So today I went and I journaled about some specific self-compassion reminders for me in my own life, some positive, affirming statements that I could read to know that I am who I am and I need to be happy about it. I don't need to dwell on the negatives. I don't need to let those negatives define me as a man. They can be part of my story. They can be part of my experience related to a specific situation or circumstance, but it doesn't have to define me. So today my journaling is directly related to my self-compassion and what can I tell myself today in these moments that will affirm that I believe in myself, I love myself, I'm doing the best that I can. So I'm going to read you what I wrote down. I've got 17 here. 17. So first, I am a good husband. Number 2, I will help someone today even if I don't know that I am. Number 3, I am not bound to anything because of my past. If anything, I'm more valuable because of my past and all of my experiences. Number 4, my kids love me and trust me. It's a huge one. Number 5, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And if I'm not, it will be made very clear that I'm not supposed to be here and something else will present itself. Whether it's professionally, personally, anything. Number 6, I'm good at affirming others now as like one of my instincts, whereas before I was very selfish, and I'm still working on it, but I'm a lot better at affirming others as a first instinct rather than to try to take credit or try to say what they could do better or, things of that nature. Number 7, connecting is important for me. And I need that, and I know that, and those connections matter to me. So that's a huge one for me. Number 8, I am healthy, I'm good looking, and I feel amazing physically. Nothing wrong with that. That's an affirming statement for my self-compassion, my positive self-talk. Number 9, I get to wake up and feel safe and secure and see my family every morning. Huge one, huge, because that was not a part of my life. So, that right there is something that, it's not everybody gets to experience. Number 10, I am a good son with an amazing dad, and I'm lucky to get to see him every day. That's a cool thing. I get to see my dad every day when I drop Ace off or when I pick him up, and we get to have that interaction. I'm good at what I do. Number 11, I'm good at what I do, and that's why my workload is immense. Oftentimes I get pissed off or angry as why I'm so overloaded at work, but I get overloaded at work because I'm trusted with so many tasks, because others think that I have those skills and those abilities to complete them. So, as much as I need to work on boundaries in that regard, and say, it's okay to say no in certain circumstances, and that I can't take on anymore, ultimately that's a compliment to my ability to work. Number 12, I'm confident in every engagement for the first time in my life, for two reasons. Because I'm being the truest version of myself, and I'm good at what I do, and I believe in my abilities and trust my knowledge. And I haven't had that before in my life. I've always been hesitant about certain situations, sometimes every situation, because I'm not being my true self, or I'm not confident in what I do, because I haven't done the work to fully prepare. Number 13, this is one of my favorite self-affirming, positive self-talks I could tell myself. I have an amazing beard. Number 14, others look to me for guidance, and I'm honored by that. I'm very aware of it, and I feel the weight behind everything I do and say because others look to me for that guidance. Number 15, I am dedicated, and I'm proud of that. I love being dedicated to relationships, to my work, to anything that I do. Why else would you do something if you're not going to be dedicated to it? Number 16, I'm loyal. For the first time in my life, I'm loyal to a fault, almost. I'm loyal in every regard. I'm loyal to my wife. I'm loyal to my family. I'm loyal to my friends, my dad, my mom, my work. It feels good to be loyal across the board. And lastly, my last positive affirming statement for today, to increase that positive self-talk, and in turn create that increase in self-compassion and build that foundation for self-care. Number 17, I'm sometimes in a struggle internally, but I am able to verbalize and express my struggle to others and work through it. And I'm able to share that with you. And I'm able to share it with whoever I need to process that. So that is a huge thing for me. That's a huge skill. And so all of these things that I just listed, those are all positives. I could find negative twists to each one of these, but I'm choosing to focus on the positive, because that positive self-talk that I need to increase my self-compassion, it's crucial to my overall well-being and my overall happiness and my sustained happiness. Something that's been lacking for me, because I go in waves. And it's okay to go in little waves, but we have to have those measures in place to where we can hit a wave and we can just plow right through it, because we've got that self-compassion, and we know that that's not us. Those mistakes don't define us. So that's where I'm at today. 8 minutes. Sorry it was so long. Hope you listened. Hashtag what you think about it with hashtag reflect and connect. I love you all. Have a great weekend.